Crossfire.
Abusunya baby awo ahwemi bia na me makwa aba Otwinoko TV YouTube channel na so. Obetumi subscribe na wa share link no. My number no is 0244840108. 0244840108. Ene me ba kwan mu a me no be bon komo kakra. Se de bia eye no. Na ene me no di nkomo afa COVID-19 na ho. Ghana se wo hwemu a close to 1 year and sa COVID ye hu bi wo Ghana around March I call lockdown the pimne and near my intimi ye all that stabilized but still no ye kuko ye nim so wo hwe videos abrofo bi no mo de ba bonti e bi doctors e bi no mo so laboratory scientists e bi mo ye pharmacist a mo de ba na nurses na chese emi se ewiase no yakona wie videos ni be yi bi amomo hu e bi kire se eduro no kra na omode aba no vaccine no onyintum na vaccine no kra na se wokọ na akọwo na akọwo pane na ebetimi aton kwa na so betimi akum a omodi hu adanse o ma post doctors bu videos a ye wo mo pane ne bi mu ire edi hu adanse bi mu nsem nyina gina moja oni mu nyina gina moja nche team na wawu ba kokwa da mi so free California ho baby a na wo ye adwuma wo Sinai Hospital eye Jewfo hospital de benim Sinai na no New York na menim ze we New York na no ye adwuma de I can tell but de menim ze o se friends in Sinai Hospital hono no ye adwuma so ye musa say videos we ni na ye circulating say nya no kra depending on it one menim say abrochen kan betimi asi wo your nurses omo front line the front liners no almost see adru no ye mfa ma wo no almost so complain say adru no ehu ma obi anyene enwo de wa wo hwe me no wo fa ne sen hu ne sen ehu pa o ehu pa e na yare no ase kodu ba bi ase no kre ase nye no kre de omu ye na so mo swinge yen e na nyina no kwa be wie ni patuntum so Africans blacks e be wie so won say ya tie bibrem ha ye wa Africa ase na bibrem no yare ni ntimi e papa wo the whole Africa na nyina me say nipa wukura no is around base 15 million or so in Africa but uka base opepim edunum na ewu opepi edunum na ewu na wo he wi ase nyina so so a eye opepepepepepepepepepepe kuha epo enum so 1.5 million na mo chese nipa yare no eku won be afe eni na wo hwe so a adana se nima bebre wom omo asa be kan asa adana kra no e free China fo Chinese doctor bi no America and oye we ensem wanya Chinese fo ntime ntum se no kre anasa nye no kre yare na eku nipa wo China prekopa na stop ye edura China fo nya yo mode ye obi anim na no kre se yare bi se wo na China fo ye edura so obi apiska diga vaccine na antidote nka China fo be lebre am obi anya bi yante ho bibia the whole Africa continent ni na no yesi yeto ye twen eduru your scientists are the whole Africa countries be say 54 or so no ye nya scientists be na anya eduru bi amfanye amre so wa wo hwe me no yesi eduru naba a sha se ye distribute eduru no mebusa se Africa na eduru ben ye nyae a ere boy ho ban akopim se eduru yi ba ye rahye se ye peduru no eduru ben ene ye nyae the whole continent no eduru na timi akurakura ye sa adana mo me ntoa ye duru so kakaduru hwentia nim tree ebi so frɛ no Prince of Peace also ebi frɛ no sobo a ye noa kamfa ye di pum ebi di abeduru ebi di prekese kontomre ene ade green ene ade junky food no ina na ye jai asese se ya dwe nyina kodi eduru abrofo de ba eno ne ye kogye aye bewo almost we want to ne hu videos bebre no.
Right now at 5:30, how safe is the Pfizer COVID vaccine? We are investigating the death of a South Florida doctor who passed away 2 weeks after getting his shot. And we have reaction from that doctor's family.
And we're also now hearing from Pfizer as well as the Florida Department of Health on this one. Local 10 investigator Amy Viteri is live with what she has learned. Amy.
Well, Dr. Gregory Michael passed away on Sunday, just a little over 2 weeks after getting a COVID-19 vaccine at Mount Sinai Medical Center. But right now, it is not clear if his death is linked to that shot that he got back in mid-December.
The Centers for Disease Control now looking into the death of Dr. Gregory Michael, who received the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine on December 18th. The 56-year-old got the vaccine at Mount Sinai Medical Center, where he ran a private practice as an OBGYN for the last 15 years. A Facebook post by Michael's wife describes him as very healthy. She says 3 days after getting the shot, he noticed severe broken blood vessels on his feet and hands, prompting him to go to the emergency room. Diagnosed with something called immune thrombocytopenia, which prevents blood from clotting. After 2 weeks of treatment, she writes, he got a hemorrhagic stroke caused by the lack of platelets that took his life in a matter of minutes. A spokesperson for Mount Sinai citing patient privacy restrictions, telling us in a statement, to the extent that we are aware of an incident involving any patient, the appropriate agencies are contacted immediately and have our full cooperation. Florida's Department of Health confirming they referred the case to the CDC for investigation. A CDC spokesperson telling us they will evaluate the situation as more information becomes available and provide timely updates on what is known and any necessary actions. The vaccine manufacturer Pfizer-BioNTech also responding in a statement, saying they are aware of the death of a healthcare professional 16 days after receiving a first dose. We are actively investigating this case, but don't believe at this time there is any direct connection to the vaccine, saying there have been no related safety signals identified in trials or vaccinations so far.
Dr. Michael's family has asked for privacy during this time. His wife writing on Facebook, he was a vaccine advocate. He was also a father. The medical examiner's office telling us as of now the cause of death has not been determined, and that is something they say could take several weeks. The CDC, of course, tasked with reviewing vaccine safety, telling us their thoughts are with the family. They say to date, more than 5 million people have received COVID-19 vaccines in the United States. Of course, this is a story we are going to continue to follow, and as soon as we get new information, we will share that with you. We are live in Miami Beach. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.
A volunteer for AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine trial has died in Brazil, but trials continue. This is according to Brazil's health authority on Wednesday. Oxford University, which is in partnership with the developer, says there are no concerns over the safety of the trials. According to Reuters, if the volunteer had received the COVID-19 vaccine, the trial would have been halted, suggesting the person was in a control group that received a different shot. An independent review board will also stop trials if there are any concerns over the safety of the vaccine. So far, 8,000 of the planned 10,000 volunteers have been recruited, and many have even received a second shot.
COVID-19 vaccines. 2 people died after receiving Pfizer's vaccine, under investigation. COVID-19 vaccines may induce allergic reactions, especially those with a history of severe allergies. But fatalities from getting vaccinated are yet to be established. Recently, 2 deaths are being linked to the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. The 2 individuals were nursing home residents in Norway. They died after receiving the vaccine. The Norwegian Medicines Agency is investigating the situation to determine if the cause of death has anything to do with the vaccine. NMA Medical Director Stina Madsen said, "We have to assess whether the vaccine is the cause of death, or if it is a coincidence that it happened soon after vaccination." According to YO News, NMA is working with Norway's National Institute of Public Health to unravel the cause of death. Right now, investigators couldn't say whether the vaccine contributed to their deaths. They also commented on the cases as coincidental since the residents were of advanced age. Still, they aren't jumping to conclusions without concrete evidence. The US CDC confirmed the rates of adverse reactions to Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. As of December 23, 2020, 1,893,360 first doses of the vaccine were administered in the US. There have been 4,393 or 0.2% of adverse event recipients submitted to the vaccine adverse event reporting system. Of that, 175 cases were classified as severe allergic reactions, which included 21 cases of anaphylaxis. Based on available data, the anaphylaxis rate of the vaccine was 11.1 per million doses administered. The average time between vaccination and onset anaphylactic symptoms was 13 minutes. No fatalities were reported in 175 identified severe allergic reactions. Because there's a chance to develop anaphylaxis, the CDC recommends vaccinators to prepare treatment for severe allergic reactions. People who develop such reactions are no longer advised to take another dose of the same vaccine. Those with a history of severe allergies must reconsider taking COVID-19 vaccines. They must consult with their doctor first to know if they may suffer an allergic reaction. While health organizations and vaccine makers showed openness to the matter, the public trust may have dwindled. Misinformation may lure people into thinking allergic reactions aren't normal during vaccinations. Experts already told the world that, like other drugs, vaccines may trigger allergies in anyone, including those who haven't realized they have one. The Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine has an efficacy rate of 95% based on clinical trials. It is yet to show efficacy against the new coronavirus variant.
Number one, on ne yere sankrofo no mienu and wa said that a benevolent a year to nanim etunim Kofi Annan na waka baby or didn't share agra no Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa. The poem a Juma Baye and Mikoya Juma Mao for 6 months as senior policy fellow. Friend me call Nairobi, I'm a who headquarters for and who said Monsanto Ekan Agra who pen me trim who Mishia Kofi Annan was Ghana 2015 Namina may deliver graduation speech for University of Ghana Legon. Or no chancellor into not hobby. Your point I'm catching say Kofi Majai me fee a agra or so Miss Majai. And on mini na send you see fast rich number who said Bibi Techre. Eti me come at your Mwati as say. And yet Nena almost started say Juma way. And yet some fupa omudi. Italy for also at the year basse. Omo mahu coin nurses no and share any mamu ye. Omo de eyi foforo bi aba omo eni abeda ho ehu se enye adepa nti pane no omo be ye omo eyi vaccine no be ye omo de yes Australia so order 51 million vaccines omo twam omo so omo pebiem it also ye omo de mi ankasa be classmate yare koda hospital Ghana had the no treaty no de hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin antibiotic and zinc vitamin D vitamin C and aspirin sa adroway sa ubefa especially hydroxychloroquine no 200 milligrams every 2 weeks. Malaria by yenya vaccine
that be
over 17 years.
Yeah.
Cancer by over 100 years in yenya vaccine.
Debbie.
HIV by over 40 years in the vaccine.
Debbie.
Then COVID-19 by yena senya yenya vaccine.
And no yasam sebe.
Yasam sebe mi bumu be. Obanyansa for ye buni by.
But the ankanasem. Yeah, I know.
Eti bo fa wasum to fom na mo hwe fom yie. Ne etosu me no Ghana de no. Ghana is one of the top nations in the world when it comes to how well we handle the COVID-19 situation. Many Ghana doctors said, "Dinkomo." A drop a bobo suya no mudi 82 or me anka same classmate yare koda hospital. And no be na me de man. And I feel so odido na ye no powerful. Eti monnom bonkra hibiscus na mo frɛ no sobolo no.
Ebi crash am fridge musisi a.
Mo ani hwentia kakaduro lemon. Umtwitwa ani pineapple. No twa so no hohoro ho fefefe any ne skin no ne duane ne de on fa nka ho no anoa chain bibiara.
Now, Doc, my way so.
But your mami landed.
Okay.
Me bachelor say your friend prophylactic. Prophylactic, and they say what to say. See, your friend be prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
I already me bow and son what we are no do. So be see arena no coin and only prevention no. And the prevention no we 200 milligrams of hydroxychloroquine every 2 weeks. Yari need to be more. What do you say? Person almost said hydroxychloroquine. Kofa. So yesterday, and coaching crofobia. Instead of 200 milligrams every 2 weeks, 2,000 milligrams a day. 2,000 milligrams a day, which is 2 grams. 1 gram is 1 milligram. And you about pre. What's everything? Well, fit, never him. My better. And normally call a report. They call 2 very powerful journals, medical journals, British Medical Journal and Lancet Journal. Say at the end of here, you study and say to check it, send your hydroxychloroquine at ye, and yeah. I'm not for say, you did treaty Mukaya, Mamia, or your British
American
Cameroonian doctor, not a friend, Dr. Stella Emanuela.
Yeah.
Was it my 400 patients? Even 90, and then I'm okay. It's what coffee fimu, a could be patients now, almost a participating in the study. No. And I'm sure my 2 grams a day. I'm saying, and for a wicked, just and come back to me. And the Lancet British Medical Journal, I withdraw 2 articles. Nina. And then, Fiasia Emma Hokwam Crawford prescribe hydroxychloroquine. Emma Crawford top effort. And Yanka say, bet me a vaccine. Vaccine, no, you will more who robe brave. The traditional one I say, when your malaria aboa, it is out to me eduju malaria aboa no kakra. Only a hodin obetumi de akumu. Now the year vaccine at the war nipa na. Now nipa na generate antibodies.
They are fighting. Yeah.
And only the traditional technology. I can say offer virus now. Why it is any oye wuno? One now yen is a one. Now it is any oye wuna. Would the near frafra now they are better vaccine. Now they are only panel. Now body net generate antibodies and one now system. 80 I don't know my technology no. I for technology be with DNA and the person as a son. With DNA. Into almost far abuano DNA na ye dey join the also DNA no.
Yeah, one of the videos, guy no ebo emoa be miensa din say omo fa samwa ni DNA na omo dey afra edro nti
videos na ma post bi dey a kire wo no. Omo a e ka ehwo asem doctors o enye like ordinary people on the street and they can was man as obi a oye naive about medicals unim de oka intina adena nwanwa me ma ye adwuma me ye adwuma laboratory kakra se wo hwe enema ekoso na se wo create yare de am obi ana wukum obi eye easy wukum obi eye easy se friends injection violet ye draw ye de ka eye injection violet ye bitu ye woduru a betimi a mix dia fra injection violet se o chichire wo hasisi na pese o twi moja free obi wa we emergency vein e we ha intini kakraka we si se chichire wo hasi na sa pane ya strange ye twe sa injection violet ni se duru na meka na ye de wo untini mu a che cry 6 minutes o blood flow na nam where you mean veins ni na be season eno an akoma beti ubewu e so simple this will be kokotan laboratory bi no e na adwe so be communipa e easy so be my day e communipa yare bi e contagious yare bi a esan obi wa yegmo laboratory bi a no se obi ba na yare bi e won so na ensan yare no person spread this yare na e so easy so we fast the pakro sample wa obetimi na you be fufo nti yare bebrebe na aba abontin bebrebe je say hepatitis mu ne HIV ni ade no dodo na free laboratory ebi ya no de o laboratory no bi anema no ontimi nyi ni yi se me wo lab no e so wo she gloves no kwa wo sha o twi moja no kwa fi nipa no ho a ana kwotena microscope na se na so wo de ade no gu glass ne so na de she microscope mu a na gloves ne she won sa en contem but so yi gloves ne dia o yere ho ya but eno kwa no e risky o ho glass ne dia ya adwuma ne nyina so kra no so won she gloves e betimi ayden e twa wo so betimi anya are e so easy say e ya na e adwuma laboratory no betimi anya hepatitis so easy bedene to nchin a obi ono abo ne timpo so o di bone no ono onim mo sin say wo obedu bone no wonim no cause of hospital we say doctor Njena me ko ndi na me kasi na ne say abrofo ne nsem mo keka no yenjindi anase me yenjindi asema me kanyina no no edro ne ye de aba we si ne we ko wo ye no wawu mesu mi ko wo bi no aye mi sei omo de boye hu anase sen ebi kura so kire se yare no kura na ka abrofo no mani da so senka yen bibifu yi na ka ebi kuye mo yare no so antimi ankunye sa enti omo fa ways and means bia se on betimi ayden enya ye no betimi akunye enti eduro na eba no Africans yen hwe ene anye vaccine na anyeden antum eduro means abrofo mo ya ye wo na hodo be me nsa uko pharmacy na se ko drugstore ko to edura o so eduro we dey free Germany o we dey ne boarding pa na we dey say pa na we dey say bia be se 3 enti wo gidi se vaccine no mo dey brain no the real one original one the standard and no dey brain anasa we dey standard no dey brain enti yempanifo no titru Ghana mpanifo no ma yempre ye ho ye medical doctors omo ya ade papa the whole world so ye countries base 5 covid e by omo ya ade se bia omo take preventive measures Ghana for medical teams ya ade pa adan ye continue mfi wo chloroquine ne quinquina no mo de sa yare na adan ye ntoaso ne pre ho se eduro na de pese ye twen ne age abrofo no kromo yo ma de kromo suro and almost how I dream is there's another table as well. Say vaccine no kromo ye kromo de ba no mo de beti Africans ye so. Kakra minim we nyina me covid ni ade e ko na ba nyina no. Eye me hu, eye me nwanwa, nso ye me hu, enye me nwanwa. Ye wo nipa bi ne mo wiase a me from say one monges, omo pentokwa. Gone are the days na ebre twemu a na America for to plane omo ko Japan. Omo ni Japan for kwa kokontokwa. Na America for ko Vietnam, omo ni Vietnam for kokontokwa we ni na etwem. He says always say na we nyina na aye biological warfare. What you say? Omo de nam abefu kwan so aye abode hwehwe mu no we den omo de kontokwa no. Cause akumbie ni wa ye be call within 1 year nipa be 1.5 million e betimi aiden ewu no but omo de federal so no yare de a omo betimi e na makin kan books bi so I say nipa bi mo ba bi omo pharmaceutical companies giant ones e na omo woska a obom din e wo wiase tun so woska omo pesca de mass scientists no ma create yare na ba yare ne ba no omo de reduce world population nipa e dose wo wiase no na ateso because there be ayewo and I wo ayewo no birth rate no exceed death rate nipa do ayewo mo dose sin omo a ewu so wo hwemu a ka Africa nka your life expectancy be je se bia 85 years na ka America for crowd dey be 90 years na Asians ye 100 omo mo China no India Dubai Saudi no sa omo no omo mo timi nya betimi atena sase so nya be 100 years in few hands and we and America for ne ade for no so ye no mo ne boss to say 90 to 100 and no mo baby sa ene omo Asians no kra ba be dru be 90 and America for ba be 75 and aye de na be say 80 ubenya 80 years and 90 years and we will es what ya ba na be dru 55 years it is na ye kase nipa ewu no de wanyi wu mpa na e bodan wa 55 years eko so hunu ye nyini bibusa say e di entra enuane a ye di ni ade konkom ni ade na abofo na poison ni na so wo se me bo wa ye hwe we decide China omo use we decide ye dofo ni di wura ne ye de adura guso na ehyiwe hwe galam say enu ede ye na egu efamu a na ewiabo na ekosoro evaporation na take place nsuo to a na sabo so ne fisuro ba nyina na evaporation ne take place na form clouds akọ emununkum wo wiem na saba ti ba bia nkontom ne tomato so na begu so ne nyina poison ne edi hwe Ghana yare ahodo we wa nipa ba akukuta yare bia be 10 20 cancer ahodo aba ye nim ba bi free abrofo no fa kwan bia so beti Africans beti yes because nema wa na bi nyom ho senka enne kane no a bia ko mu di plane no ma be bombo ye obi anyom hwe ene untimi ntu plane entwitwu nko bi krom ene ne kokontokwa nti saa nema wi aso no mo fa no mo de etie so ba wo a wo hwe me no wo hwe ye wu saa na eko aduane a ye di ni ade nyina no ya ye basa ene watermelon wo penya ba ko ti se mti die ya wo de nema frefra wo ko do abrochire ko ko fun mo de brain ye wo mo mpa ne ne aye nema ye bobo kusua no to na akokọ no acha 2 weeks you know what to say okoto fried rice na ise ne da so na wo wi nyina na ye de tie so me ade ame akọ nti mi busa ye mpanimfo se nro na ade na mo church se ye no ebi ni so bolo ne ho ahwa ne ade na ye nja ya na ye punu eno na abo ya bepim sa abre yo ye duro ne ye koje anase nkonkoje me de ya se busa ena mi busa me nam na metete wo videos na mabo bebra a chron doctors a yare ni bia ye wo mo ye nurses a mo ka ho asem scientists mo su ka ho asem na de enwa wo mu no se yare bi to say HIV me ti ni din na me wo secondary school mid 80s na me ti HIV say yare bi about South Africa be pem ne nya ho aduro but e woduro ano no ma na abrebra ase malaria e ba ye ne ye nya aduro se de wo wa malaria bi ma oso biom ye so malaria chewa ne awo friends chloroquine na ho nam yo wo hene ne wani nyina ye ko ne wo ha be pem sabrio yare we e ba ye na abafu ye ko pedro pa e de eduraba se eduro no ko wa e so covid ni so ana se e ma ne nya wo kra ye nyune nko ho timpa cho ba bi a wo bi an so videos bi ni ade a ense ma make edi ho adanse a so betimi di post to sa video no what I say na en circulate ni nyina no ye nsu bi benye den en film en Africans ne so no ase ya gi abrofo ne ma nyina atum agye obi bi atum ne ye gya ye de wo ti bi susu se abrobe ye yi ne ho na so ho udi na duan na ne ho na aka no wo noa wo de prekese sa spices no wo de igum hwentia ahwede e na sa tea leaf no wo se tea leaf ne wo na yi bi wo the grass bi wo ai sensensan no ni twa ne ye noa ne ye nom ne ye kwa anim ade ne se ye no kure no ne nyina sa abofo no se no o attention nyina no abedi ya se o mo ntia se yare ne entimi nyede enkum ye ise Ghana nipa kum ye enu 500 o enu 500 enso de nipa ewu o Ghana na boso nipa ewu no o ma ye kire se covid kum ne enu 500 ai ya kwafe abofo no kum akum o mo wo America no wo Spain wo China ne nkura wo do ka wona o mani abre so into the least chance bi obenya bia no on be ye nyedoa ti meso se mo ni na won sa kasa video ya na so apia so de akoma obi ye nyina ahwe ho so yi enua mo abrochire obi ahwe no ho so yi na de besi bia videos bi obenya bia no YouTube platforms ne Facebook edos be bia no betimi ya fa yeso yesa ka bia yeso be post we so ye page wo ne am obi aso atimi ahwe bi nti yeda mo nyina ase be sa atwa so
Caught in the crossfire.